What's up, sports bettors? I have a 3-leg player prop parlay for tonight. You're not going to want to miss it. My mind is blown with how good this parlay is. I bet it for the max I could, which is $238. And again, when I'm betting, you know I'm riding with you. So if you decide to tail it, I'm in it with you and let's make some money. So the first play I have is Jokic under 12.5 rebounds. So this play, I haven't seen a player prop like it tonight. I mean, it's just such ridiculous value. OddsJam is constantly scanning, right? OddsJam is just an odds comparison site. It seems pretty simple. You know, browse odds for millions of sports books for any market you want to look at, kind of in real time. Not millions of sports books, get millions of odds updating in real time. And the whole goal is to find value, right? Find sharp betting opportunities. And here we can see Jokic under 12.5 boards is plus 100. You're getting plus money on Betfred. FanDuel has that minus 172. DraftKings minus 135. Bet Online, a really sharp offshore sports book, has it minus 141. You have Pinnacle, which is the most efficient betting market. They're notoriously known as the sharpest sports book, laying minus 122. So every bookmaker has the under favored. We're getting this plus 100. So that's pretty clearly ridiculous value, 7% profit margin on this play. So just like an investor is looking for stocks that are too cheap, stuff like that, it's the same thing in sports betting. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 data points. You know, these are fantasy sites, Prize Picks and Underdog Fantasy. So we basically have 1, 2, 3, 4 sports books, 4 data points, all telling us, hey, the under should be a heavy favorite. The under should be very favored, right? This is why sports betting is so fun, so fascinating. All these bookmakers, they try to set lines independently. So OddsJam scans the millions of odds on sports books, updates them in real time to find you these few rare betting opportunities. You know, and there's not like a ton of profitable bets. Like you can see on FanDuel, this is just for one game, the amount of stuff you can bet on. This is just for player threes. So OddsJam takes all this data, compiles it, and says, hey, here are the best betting opportunities in your location. And you can, of course, like filter out sports books you don't use, whatever, filter out leagues you don't want to bet on. But I mean, I keep all leagues, all markets, because I want to make as much money as possible. And as a sharp bettor, doesn't matter if you're betting on the NBA, NHL, player props, main lines, point spreads, money lines, doesn't matter. All that matters is finding value. So this play is just ridiculous. I mean, I'm flabbergasted. 1, 2, 3, 4 data points, all telling us the under should be a heavy favorite. Don't need to know anything about basketball to know plus 100 is ridiculous value. Next play I have, NHL play, plus 105, Jets Coyotes. Once again, we have 1, 2. You know, every bookmaker is telling us the over for shots on goal should be favored. We're getting it plus 105. Right? So it's just kind of like the way to think about sports betting. So this is leg 2 in the parlay, is you're hunting for value and you essentially have hundreds of sports books all telling you what they think the price should be based on DraftKings model and all the action they're seeing in the market, all the volume. You know, sports betting is just like the stock market, supply and demand. In the same way people buy GameStop, the price goes up, they sell it, it goes down. It's no different in sports betting, right? If a bunch of action starts coming in on, you know, the Arizona Coyotes tonight, lines will move towards them. It's a market like all others, right? So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every sports book once again telling us, hey, this should be like minus 110 to minus 135. We're getting it plus 105. Don't overcomplicate it, right? We have every data point in the market telling us this should be minus 110 to minus 135. We're getting it plus 105. So either Betfred is smart and they're right and everyone else is wrong, right? Either they're the only sportsbook that's right, that Jokic over 12.5 board should be favored, or this is just a ridiculous bet, right? That's insane value. It's an arbitrage bet. You just want to be all over it. Final pick I have is Siakam, under 8.5 rebounds. So this parlay would have only come out to plus 508 odds on DraftKings if you were to take these 3 picks. And we're getting, as you can see right here, on Betfred, I got $238 down at plus 740 odds. So this parlay comes out to plus 740, which is pretty insane because the profit margin of this parlay is 45 bucks, 18% EV, converting the bet, based on kind of the win probabilities. So for example, for Jokic, every sportsbook has the under favored. So the market consensus is that the zero vig line is minus 115. So if you go to an odds converter calculator and you put that in, minus 114.99, right here, you'll see that the win probability for this bet is 53.49%. That's the market consensus, which you see right here. So you can get the win probability for every bet, figure out the win probability for your parlay, and back out kind of the EV, the profit margin of your parlay, like we've done in tons of other videos, right? When sportsbooks have the under juiced, heavily favored, it's because they think the under is more likely to occur. So it's just understanding how to convert odds into probability, stuff like that. So I added this bet to my spreadsheet where I'm tracking profit and loss. We're up 22.7K. Sports betting isn't complicated. Go to the EV page on OddsJam, positive EV bets. Simply hit the bet in bold with a circle around it. Is every bet gonna win? No. But you can see, you can actually now sync your sports books to OddsJam, which is pretty cool. So I started syncing a few of them. It doesn't work for every sports book I use, but for a few of them, it does sync. So if I go here, for example, so this is like literally, you can see Prize Picks, everything is synced directly from the sports book. WinBet, Caesars, and we're currently up, how much in profit? 64K in profit. So pretty ridiculous just from syncing my sports books. So hopefully this video was helpful. Let's make some money, guys.